All right, let's get right into it. We're in Chapel Hill tonight for what is just a classic ACC showdown. You've got two absolute powerhouses of college basketball, the Syracuse Orange taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And let me tell you, the energy in this place, it is absolutely electric.
And just like that, we are underway. The ball is up, Syracuse gets that first possession, and this thing is officially on. Let's go! You know, right from that opening tip, you could just feel the intensity. I mean, both of these teams came out swinging. They're pressing, they're trying to force turnovers, really looking to set a physical, fast pace right from the get-go. And bam! North Carolina strikes first, and they do it with some serious authority. A beautiful feed inside, and Caleb Wilson just slams it down. This is exactly what makes UNC's bigs so dangerous, right? They get that deep post position, and they finish with incredible power. What an immediate statement from the Tar Heels. Okay, so as this first half started to unfold, a really interesting story began to take shape. On one side, you had North Carolina with this really balanced team attack. And on the other side, for Syracuse, well, let's just say it was pretty much the Donnie Freeman show, and not much else. Man, the Syracuse offense just could not find its footing. They went ice cold. I mean, think about this. Almost 6 minutes into the game, and the Orange are stuck on just 2 points. You could see the frustration building on the court. It was palpable. But in the middle of all that struggling, one guy was basically keeping Syracuse from sinking, Donnie Freeman. He was playing aggressive, he looked confident, and he was just getting buckets. He's already got 10 points for the Orange. And here's where you really see the problem. Freeman has 10 of his own, but the entire Syracuse team only has 14 points total. That's insane. He is literally carrying the entire offense on his back, a one-man army going up against the full UNC squad. Yeah, the commentators on the broadcast really hit the nail on the head. You could just see the Tar Heels starting to pull away, and the pressure was just mounting and mounting. Syracuse was in dire need of a run. They desperately needed somebody, anybody else, to step up and help Freeman out. But you know, even when a game starts to get a little lopsided, you can still see these incredible moments of individual brilliance. And trust me, this game had a few plays that literally had everyone jumping out of their seats. Whoa. When you hear an announcer drop a line like that, you know you just saw something special. The play was it was next level. A moment of absolute top-tier, professional-grade skill. So who was it? North Carolina's Seth Trimble. Oh man, he hits his defender with this nasty crossover, gets right to the rim, and just finishes with this delicate little touch off the window. It's the perfect example of what they call his 24/7 attack mode. Just relentless, so skilled, and honestly, just beautiful basketball to watch. Okay, so you think you've just seen the play of the half, right? And then this happens. I mean, just listen to that reaction from the booth. That tells you everything. It's just pure, unfiltered disbelief at the athleticism they're witnessing. And what made this Caleb Wilson play so ridiculous was just how hard it was to pull off. Okay, so first he gets the ball on the break. He almost loses his dribble, but he recovers with this perfect spin move. And somehow, he keeps that pivot foot planted. The body control to stay balanced through all of that and then finish with a reverse layup. It's just off the charts. Absolutely incredible. But wait, the half isn't over just yet. The clock is ticking down. Syracuse's only real hope, Donnie Freeman, gets the ball. He has no choice. He just has to heave up a prayer from way, way downtown. And he got it. The prayer is answered. It kisses right off the glass and drops in. Oh my gosh, the announcer called it perfectly. He baked it in. What an unbelievable shot to end a crazy first half. And maybe, just maybe, that's the spark Syracuse so desperately needed. So you're thinking maybe that shot changes things, right? Well, that spark didn't last long. After halftime, North Carolina came out of the locker room with one single mission: put this game away. And boy, did they ever. It was just a dominant performance from top to bottom. And if you want to know what was at the core of Syracuse's problems, just look at these numbers. 2 assists versus 9 turnovers in one half. That just tells you the ball wasn't moving at all. Part of that was UNC's suffocating defense, for sure. But it just led to so many forced shots and costly mistakes, and unfortunately for them, that trend just kept going. In a team like North Carolina, they're going to capitalize on every single one of those mistakes. You just watched their lead balloon and balloon and balloon all through the second half. They were so methodical about it, just relentlessly pushing that advantage until, before you knew it, it was a 20-point hold that Syracuse just couldn't climb out of.
Honestly, there's no better way to say it. The second half, it wasn't really a contest anymore. It was a clinic. Carolina was just in complete and total control, flexing their muscles for the home crowd. So, by the time that final buzzer sounded, the outcome was pretty clear. Let's wrap this up by looking at the final numbers and talking about what it all means. And there you have it. North Carolina gets the win, 87-70. Caleb Wilson was absolutely spectacular for the Tar Heels, but you've got to give a ton of credit to Donnie Freeman. He battled his heart out all night and ended up with 23 points for Syracuse. And so that leaves us with the big question, right? Was this a huge statement win for North Carolina, them proving they are a legit contender by just dominating a conference rival like this? Or was this game more about exposing some really deep fundamental flaws for Syracuse that could haunt them for the rest of the season? It's definitely something to think about.